I define myself by 5 pillars. I'm going to go through those with you today and essentially tell you how these have helped me go from the weak, immature boy that I once was in my 20s to now the ever improving, attempting to be strong, always wanted to get better man that I want to be for the rest of my life. I'm going to really open up and tell you who I am as a person so that you know who you're really seeing behind the camera here. That is my goal. All these pillars I'm going to share with you didn't come without many struggles. And guys, I have notes pulled up as I'm going through this. I'm no professional on-camera person. I'm just kind of rolling with this as I go, trying to give as much value to the table and help as many people as I can. So I appreciate your understanding there. But none of these came without any struggles. Okay, I've made plenty of mistakes in my life to define these pillars and live by these. Like, it wasn't just an overnight thing. It takes lots of work and it took a lot of discipline, many, many long times by myself. But it's because of that, which is why I believe it's worth sharing with you today. So if someone watching this is maybe in a dark position and wants to become better and wants to take care of themselves and earn self-respect and get it from others, keep watching. If you just want to know more about me, keep watching. If you're still here, I'd really appreciate it if you want to continue to support me, to support you by giving you free value all the time. Please subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell. That way the algorithm gods will put me in front of more people so I can help other people. That would be awesome. My goal of this channel is to inspire and motivate any listeners to get past their obstacles and become the best that they can be. Whether it be fitness, relationship, financials, whatever stuff that I've been good at over the years, I want to bring that skill set to you. But primarily I speak to improving our body and our mind through fitness. That's something that's always been a big part of my life. Whether I was good at it at a certain time, I do believe I am good now. And I help people with that. And people get great results when they work with me. And I try to emulate that through everything that I do. So as you can see, I've got a video going on, me working out right now. I'm going to tell you more about this workout considering how much time there is. But if you follow me on Instagram, I post free workouts all the time using minimal equipment and minimal time. That's what I do. I also do some calisthenics because it's fun for me to chase that goal of making my body stronger and more mobile. So follow along and you'll learn some stuff along the way. So all of these stem from having this one problem that I used to have, and that was that I used to always blame others for things that would happen to me. And it wasn't for a while that I was able to really accept full responsibility and learn that anytime I point a finger at something or someone, the power follows them. And I came across that whenever I was finally able to say, you know what? I put myself in this position. I dated this person. I stopped exercising. I started eating bad. I was drinking too much. I was always at fault for any mishaps that happened to me. And I think before we're able to do that in life, it's always going to be challenging for us to get over a hill and become a better version of ourselves. So that's step number one that I recommend anyone do, is never give their power away by blaming something. Always point the finger back and say, what can I do to change this? So getting into it, 5 pillars. First one, it's constituted of 3 different values. That is integrity, honesty, and authenticity. And this is essentially boils down for me is always doing the right thing at the right time, never telling a lie, which I do not do anymore. I have before in the past. I am not perfect. But always doing the right thing at the right time, no matter how difficult it can be. And that's challenging. But sticking up for the little guy. No, sticking up for yourself sometimes. Someone puts you down, standing up and saying, hey, I'm not going to tolerate that. Don't say things like that to me. And when we do these things, people that are close to us may call us sensitive, may be like, why are you so sensitive to this? It's like, well, because I don't like it, I'm not going to accept it. So having that integrity and courage and honesty with ourselves to know what we're okay with and what preferences we have in life, what we will allow in our life and not allow in our life, I find to be very important. And it took me a while to get that one. Another pillar I define my life on is exploration. I love traveling. I love going all different places in the world by myself often. It's fun to go with other people, but by myself can be easier. You know, it's fun to get lost in the world and then see where you come out. But one of the reasons I exercise a lot to keep myself in shape is that so when I travel, I can go climb that mountain. I can go do that fun activity. I can walk across town carrying a backpack for the whole day and not be that fatigued at the end of the day. I can protect myself as a man when I'm exploring and traveling areas. Like I'm I'm capable of protecting myself, and I'm confident in that ability, and I've trained and I've exercised, and I know certain skills to help me with that. I'm no fighter by any means, but I can hold my own. And I recommend any man or woman watching this to always undergo some self-defense training and know how to use your body if someone really tries you. That's something someone can't take away from you. Another pillar I strive on is educating. I love teaching people to make their life better. I've learned a lot of things along the way, and I think it would be a selfish thing to keep that. So that was hard for me to get past when I first started making content back earlier this year, is I was so afraid to be in front of the camera. I stutter a lot of times from growing up, and getting past that on camera was tough. But someone said, and I really honed into it, is that if I have information that I can give that can educate others and make their life better, and I don't give that to the world through the internet, I'm kind of doing a disservice to everyone. So that's one of the reasons I post content, is I want to educate people. Other reasons, yeah, like I run a business. Okay, I want to have some income. I'm not rich by any means, and that's not really the goal. I want to help people and change as many lives as I can, and I do that through educating. If someone actually needs some help with me, they can book a call with me and we can talk about it if we're a good fit, but that's not the purpose of this video and my education. My education is to help people. So that of feeling after educating someone that I've experienced as a physical therapist is whenever someone like looks me in the eye after I've done something for them and I've showed them a different way to help them solve whatever problem they're dealing with, be it getting in shape, getting out of pain, feeling good within their own skin, not feeling stiff, having a positive outlook for the future. When their eyes are watering up and they're telling me like, dude, like you've really changed my life. Thank you. Like that's, I don't know, I'm not one to let a lot of emotion out, but there's a few times when it can happen, and that can be one. So the next pillar, pillar number 4, is inspiration. I love to inspire people, and I love to be inspired. And I think that comes through integrity and taking action and walking the walk versus just talking the talk. So everything you see in my content, obviously it's me doing all these movements and exercises. 99% of anything you see come out on my page is done by me. I've had someone edit like 1 or 2 reels for me, but I do almost everything myself. I want it to be that way. I want that authenticity of like, this is me, this is who I am. I'm going to attract who I'm going to attract. I'm going to repel who I'm going to repel, and I'm okay with that. No, I'm not going to try to please everyone. Try to speak to everyone, you will speak to no one. So I'm going to be myself, 100%, full and foremost. First and foremost. So I love to encourage people to retain their power and stop giving it away through blaming, like I discussed earlier. But I love to show people that they can do anything they put their minds to, except for eating their own head. Anything other than that, like we can do it. It just takes time, discipline, and going through that hardship. And that's what makes it worth it. Because if like without pain, without suffering, it's hard to really appreciate and love something. And I think that's an important process that we all need to go through. And I constantly put myself in that realm. And I encourage you, like if you're watching this and you're wanting to get in shape, realize that it's not going to be all fun and games. Not every workout is going to feel amazing. On the whole, you will feel better and have more energy and you'll love yourself more. But there's going to be times when you don't want to do it. And anytime you think about skipping, say to yourself, you know what? This is the time right here. If I show up for myself, this is when it means the most. And this is what sets me apart from almost every other person that's trying to do this. So I encourage you to keep that in mind. The last pillar that I come across that I try to find myself with is improvement. And that's to never get comfortable with where I am and always be trying to be better in many aspects in life. Sometimes choosing 1 or 2 at a time and focusing on those is a good way to go, but always want to be better. Don't want to stay in the same place. I don't know, some people may say that's like an insecurity, like why aren't you just happy? And I typically, not to be judgmental, but never take advice from someone that you don't want to be in their place. That's all I'll say with that. And I want to always keep climbing, be in business, be in fitness, be in my own body, be in my relationships, respecting my partner, creating and protecting a family, traveling the world, building my integrity, everything I want to keep improving on. And I hope you have aspirations of the same. It's too easy to get comfortable. It's too easy to sit on the couch and watch Netflix every weekend. It's too easy to just be normal. And to me, there's not much honor in that. I want to be better. And I recognize what that takes, and I'm willing to do the hard work, and I hope you are too. If not, I know there's something deep inside of you that wants to be that way, and you can't find it. And I'm here to support you on that journey. So, with regard to all the stuff you see me doing here, a lot of these workouts that I start, like, I don't want to do half the time, if I'm being honest. There's times where I'm just freaking tired, man. But I do it anyway. And I believe if you write something out for a workout, that you show up and you do it. No excuses. You punch the clock, you get it done. Now this workout, I'm doing 6 rounds and I got it done in 18 minutes. Well, 17, 45, 18, who's counting? But these are the style of workouts that I normally do. Aside from my calisthenics training, which is a little bit more strength focused, but full body weight, this is what I do for exercise. I've been doing this for some time now, and there's no better way, in my opinion. It started from not wanting to walk or drive, sit in traffic, or go be in that gym atmosphere, but it's really transformed into a passion. And I've realized that, like, when you take away the I'm busy excuse and realize we all have the same amount of hours in the day, which if you're very busy and don't think you can work out for 20 minutes, check your screen time right now on your phone. I bet you can. You may have to get up earlier or stay up later. But we can all do it. Just a matter of learning what to do, learning how to do it, staying safe, making sure we're not getting injured, and then taking action. And you don't need a ton of exercise. You literally need your body, and I believe one kettlebell is the cherry on the top. And that is what I preach in my content, and I will continue to be preaching that. The other side, nutrition, I'll save for another day, another video, but you don't have to get crazy on that. Like, eat clean 5 days of the week. Learn how to do that. Learn how to eat intuitively, so it's a more sustainable habit, and you're going to see the results that you want to see. Whenever I work it out with kettlebells, I think, so I'm a doctor of physical therapy by background and trade, and I try to incorporate different planes of movement that are going to hit all the muscle systems of the body to work together so that I'm getting stronger, my heart rate's elevated, I'm increasing my testosterone by lifting weights and exerting myself. I'm showing up for myself and building character. I'm burning fat because I'm putting lean muscle mass on. And along with eating clean, my body is slowly burning off body fat over time. And as I'm sleeping even. And that's one of the big points of training with kettlebells is that you can do so much in so little time and it lasts longer than that. There's this thing called excess post-oxygen consumption to where essentially you burn calories and fat during that workout, but then hours later as your body's recovering, if you stress yourself enough, you are burning fat then too. And you track that by looking at the intensity of your workouts, looking at the duration, how much weight you're using, all these different factors. It gets not that complicated, but stuff that you have to pay attention to. It can easily be done. So during these workouts, like, I don't just go through them. I take rest breaks. My heart starts beating out of my chest and I got to recover. And that's part of the process. And I attribute that to life as well. Like, sometimes life puts you down, man. Sometimes life puts you on your ass. And that's going to happen. But it's a matter of gathering yourself, breathing, thinking about why you're here, what your real purpose in life is, and getting back on the horse and going for it again. And I think the style of workouts that I incorporate now parallels with the way I try to live my life. So yeah, I hope that makes sense to anyone watching. So all these values and all these workouts and what I'm talking to you about now funnels into my desire as a man, which goes with women as well, but I'm a man, so speaking as a man, goes into my desire to have respect. And that is external and internal respect. Not necessarily validation, but respect. And I do think that there is a certain amount to be said about whenever one fit person walks into a room of other people, regardless of their fitness level. I think that instantly everyone has a little bit more respect for that person because they are fit. Because anyone who's ever tried to get in shape or is in shape or is not in shape and tried and failed knows that it's not just something that happens overnight. It's something that you must stay continuing to work on and showing up for yourself when you don't want to and having discipline. Not everyone can do that. Everyone can do that if they want it bad enough, but not everyone has done that. It's a better way to say that. So that's the external respect. And I believe whenever we are carrying ourselves tall and strong, we're in shape, people respond to that. You know, if you're a man looking to date women respond to that well. If we're walking down the street and say there's a burglar looking to rob someone and sees a very, very fit person versus a very non-fit person, they're probably not going to rob the fit person first. Maybe I'm wrong. I never robbed anyone, but that unspoken respect is there. Please comment below if you agree. I'd love to hear from you. Internally, it's a matter of making a promise to yourself and showing up for yourself over the long run, even when things get hard, that I think is what really develops that respect. Now, for me, it wasn't until I was around the age of 29 where I really learned how to develop that self-respect and love. And it came from making a promise to myself to go a year without drinking alcohol. It wasn't easy at all. I was dating someone at the time who was drinking a lot. That relationship didn't work out, obviously. But it came of being around people that were drinking and trying to pressure me, and me saying, you know what, no, my promise to me is more important than what you want from me. And I think that's important for everyone to go through. It doesn't have to be with drinking. It can be with working out or eating clean or getting up early or whatever, doing your best at your job or keeping your cool in a relationship when things go south or whatever the case may be. Make a promise to yourself and keep it. And that is one of the greatest things that we'll ever do for ourselves if we haven't done it yet. I promise you from my experience. Yeah, exercises like this, the Turkish get up. You work so much stuff at one time. Like it's one of the greatest exercises that I would recommend you learn how to do. Showing up to stuff like this with a white belt mentality is important as well. Like you're not going to be perfect at everything when you first start learning these. It's just not going to happen. As with everything in life. Like I really parallel kettlebell training and calisthenics training with everything that I resemble and try to emulate in my own lifestyle. They all go together hand in hand. Showing up for ourselves, discipline, white belt mentality, realizing we're going to make mistakes. We're not going to be perfect, but we have to be consistent. We have to build discipline through doing this. So I hope my experiences and everything I just blabbed about on here resonates with you. And I hope you can take some value from that and maybe have some inspiration to your own or for your own self and that you can share with other people. That being said, if you made it this far, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be releasing a lot more content for exercise, for nutrition, for mindset, for why certain things are better than others and how to get past little problems that we all encounter inside of our own health and wellness. And I look forward to teaching you as much as I can moving forward. Maybe I'll hop on and do another This Is Who I Am at some point. But yeah, I'd love for you to support me, to support you, to forge an iron body as well as an iron mind. That's my thing. So subscribe to my channel, click the bell, and feel free to drop a comment below if anything that I said sticks out to you, anything that you want to talk about, message me on Instagram. Look forward to hearing from you. Peace.